APC others shocked to see a northern among the Enugu State Transition Committee. I remember Peter Obi, people just want to spread this narrative that is false. When Obi was trying to explain himself, when people started saying, oh, he was against the North, during this and that, during his tenure and what have you, and he said his ADC was a northerner, while one other person was a northerner in his government. So how is it possible for him to now say, oh, all northerners should be putting on badge or to try to discriminate them? That is today they are still best of friends. So it is just this narrative, and when they tell you that say, oh, Lagos is no man's land, oh, some people want to take, oh, nah, story, oh, nah, story. And recently, when we heard from the Muslim faithfuls in Anambra State, when he went to go and visit them, he went to the mosque and they said this man has been doing this for a very long time, not be today, while he was in government, but people just want to paint a useless narrative, and gullible people and wicked people are spreading it for them. And I'm surprised, even before Obi came out, some people came out when he went to go and visit them in the mosque. Some group of people from the north, they have come out 2 times or 3 times to debunk that rumor. But unfortunately, the so-called Galadima was still spreading it even as at last week. But that being said, a Nigerian political analyst, Majeed Dahiru, has expressed his pleasant surprise over the inclusion of a northerner in the Enugu Transition Committee presented by the governor-elect Dr. Peter Mba. Majeed noted the topic while advising the president-elect Tinubu against prejudice in his incoming administration. Addressing the topic, Majeed said, of course, Tinubu should build his administration with fresh faces and people with track records. I also agree that we want an administration built on merits and not patronage. Tinubu should not permit prejudice against inclusion, and Enugu is an example. I am pleasantly surprised to see that a northerner, Dr. Abdul Mukhtar of the AFDP, was included in the Enugu State Transition Committee, Southeast Nigeria. He added, we need to see some of these deliberate steps towards national integration and healing. We hope to see more of this at the center. The president-elect should merge competence with inclusion when constituting his cabinet. If you like, you do am. If you like, you know, you don't do am. Na your own cup of tea. You go meet a Waterloo. If you do well, you will see good. If you don't do well, the other side, you will still see. Then they beg person. They know the beg person at all. Waiting, Mr. A do that he got away with it. Mr. B might not get away with it. Someone is saying that they are all learning from Bola Tinubu. Bola Tinubu that did this in Lagos. He's not even from Lagos. You see a Lagosian. And I've said it times without number, I stand to be corrected. He did that because he himself knows that he's not even from Lagos. So he needed outsiders also to surround him. And you see that a majority of the people who have been working with him that have been governor in that state, they have been from outside the state. So because he himself knows that he's not from the state, that is the way he has done it. And if you think that because he loves some people, forget it. Stop falling for all those nonsense. If you are from the soil of the son of the soil, gone. I said it now. A Lagos person will not go to do say want to go and vie for this in say zoo now. Who does that? Nobody does that. Even a Lagos man will not go to Ogun State or go to Oyo. They will tell you, yeah, na Yoruba. We know say na Yoruba now. No, if you dey speak Yoruba, Lagos Yoruba now. Even for inside Lagos, the people who speak Isaleko, their own English is different from those who are living in the mainland. Not to talk of say you want go speak a dialect. Can you speak the dialect? Some of the dialects in Ondo State or Ekiti, you fit speak you fit speak Ijebu, you fit speak Egba. You see they talk. So no matter what, he's doing that or he did all of that because of his own style, because he knows say he own now one leg in, one leg out. But people who are from the real place, if they are doing this, you will appreciate it better because there's no any string attached to that. Well, since it is a common way through which you respond to what is not, I cannot even be offended. Since the incoming president is on patronage, on everything will also be on patronage, and Nigeria will suffer it. Where are the Agbadorians and drug barons, including Dr. Abdul Mukhtar in the transition committee, shows that the incoming administration of Dr. Peter Mba will run an inclusive government, that is a government that will carry everybody along, irrespective of tribe, political party, or individuals. Come to Kano, you will see the names of almost 5 or more non-indigenous people on their list, and almost 10 in the government. Is this on paper or for real? Tribalism is a thing of the West and Northeast. Come to be afresh in mind again that this time around, the trapped Nigerian students at Sudan are being evacuated from the war-torn Sudan by an Igbo man, Chief Oyema, the executive of Air Peace Airline. The students are helpless than even the Nigeria federal government is handicapped to immediately do anything to rescue them. This is not the first time the Igbo man is engaging himself in doing this kind of humanity or the humanity call. Other Nigerians from both northern and south westerners Nigeria will be witnessed keeping mute about his non-discrimination character or mention IPOP here. That is the song of good, the sign of good leadership and the unity of the country. I really appreciate that. And I urgently call other states that should do it for the peace of unity of our great country, Nigeria. See this Nigeria way this year is to have a very solid government, a solid country. It's no rocket science. It's not as hard as that. But we have seen some people who are bent, who have determined that Nigeria will not move forward. But it has to be them. What is there? There's nothing. If you are genuine about it, there is nothing impossible or too big for us to have a better country. It's not a big deal. But we have people who are wicked. We have people, and they are in every sector. They are in every region. They are so wicked. They are not thinking of this. They are not patriotic, in short. Forget them. They will tell you one. It's a lie. We can see them. We can see them all around. The one Nigeria is by mouth. Is by mouth. They don't mean it. And the chief architect of this whole thing, this who is a divider, is Buhari. Others are learning. Others are just behind him. You can see the this thing of bitterness running through him. Bitterness. He doesn't love anybody. He doesn't love the country. You can see the way and manner at which he bastardized the country. So guys, let's say your opinion and have your take on this.